Hi everyone, Mark here from AmericanAeration.com, and in this video I want to do a quick review of the Kasco RA-1 pond aerator. We'll go over some key features of this aeration system, also talk about some of its use cases and specifications, and we'll discuss some simple maintenance tips as well as providing some comparisons to other similar models on the marketplace that you might want to check out. So regarding the key features of this system, it is designed to aerate ponds of up to 1 acre or slightly greater with 12 feet of depth or more. Obviously you can use this in a variety of pond sizes that are smaller than 1 acre, and we'll talk about some specifics in just a bit regarding the depth versus the surface area coverage with this system. It is powered by a 1/4 horsepower rocking piston compressor. It has very quiet operation. It is obviously, the photograph that you see is a post-mount cabinet which has sound dampening foam in it, but there is also a filter intake module that in 2020 I think Kasco came out with this, and it reduced the sound output of the pump by 34%, which was significant. So it's quite quiet in its operation. The optional steel cabinet as shown includes a cooling fan, and this is a post-mount cabinet. The other thing I'll mention is that Kasco is unique in that they offer a no cabinet option. If you have an existing outbuilding or structure to put the pump in, you can use that, or use a post mount which goes on a 4x4 post, a dock, or a wall or structure. It's very versatile in terms of its placement capabilities, and then they also offer a ground cabinet as well. Reliability index on this system is, by our standards, at least 9 out of 10. We generally don't do a 10 out of 10, but this one would be awful close because we've had very, very few issues over the years with any component. There have been maybe 1 or 2 pumps that have not functioned as well as we would have liked or the customer would have liked, and Kasco simply took them back and replaced the entire pump. They were very reactive to that kind of issue, and so reliability has been tremendous on all the components in this system. Warranties that they offer: lifetime on the cabinet and diffusers, 15 years on the weighted airline, and 3 years on the compressor. Getting into some specifications, the RA-1 with a single diffuser will aerate a 1/4 acre pond 5 to 8 feet deep, a 1/2 acre pond 8 to 12 feet deep, and a 1 to 1.5 acre pond 12 to 16 feet or greater. Keep in mind that with all these subsurface systems, the deeper that you can place a diffuser, the more pond area you will affect in terms of increasing oxygenation and circulation. So the deeper you can go, the more area you'll affect. The kit includes a 1/4 horsepower rocking piston compressor, 100 feet of 3/8 inch weighted airline, a single robust air diffuser which is self-weighted, all the fittings and clamps that you'll need to set everything up, and again, as I mentioned, optional cabinets are available: no cabinet, post mount, and ground. This system is also capable of remote operation, and what that means is that if you have power a ways away from the pond, a distance away from the pond, you of course could run electrical down by the pond body, but you don't necessarily have to. You can actually place the pump and the cabinet by the power source and then use a burial airline. Kasco typically will use 3/4 inch inside diameter PVC. That's the Schedule 40 stuff you find at any hardware store. They will run that in ground, and then near the pond edge they'll convert that or connect that back to the weighted tubing that goes into the water. So it's a very cost-effective way to run an aeration system from a distance, and you can run a single diffuser or multiple diffusers in this way, and it provides for most people a less expensive way to use remote power to still aerate a pond body. Specifications on the pump itself: it's a Tech Air 1/4 horsepower rocking piston compressor. It will draw 2.5 amps on 115 volts. The pump can be wired to 230 volt optionally with no additional cost. Output is 3.2 cubic feet per minute of air, which is quite good out of a single diffuser. It has a 40-foot maximum operational depth, and estimated cost, give or take a few dollars per month, will be around $10. This is 24/7 monthly operation. on a 115 volt circuit. In terms of maintenance, as with all rocking piston compressors, there are really only 2 points you need to focus on. The first is the air filter. This will need to be changed as needed. Once it starts to get dirty or develop some buildup, you'll want to make sure airflow is good through this pump, so the air filter should be monitored. Now, the nice thing about the Kasco systems, they have a module which will indicate when this filter needs to be changed. There'll be a little pop-up tab that will come up on this module that will indicate when it should be switched out. Keep on the maintenance with that and you'll have great performance out of this system. The second thing that you want to focus on, and this usually happens from about 3 to 5 years out, it could be a little sooner or it could be a little further down the road, but at some point you will see a compression loss on the pump output, and what this indicates is the rubber seals on the piston itself are starting to wear down. It's normal wear, it's normal maintenance to do this, but it will wear down and you'll lose compression. Bubbling will either reduce or stop out of the diffuser or diffusers out in the pond, but the pump will continue to run. At that point, you want to shut the pump off and you want to go ahead and get one of these rebuild kits from Kasco, and it has all the components you need to basically replace in the pump body itself. And once you do that, and it takes about a half hour with some simple tools, you're up and running again for another 3 to 5 years. And so it's a cost-effective way to keep that pump running long-term and with good performance. Finally, some comparable systems that you may want to check out if you're interested that are similar to the Kasco RA-1. The AirMax PS10 also uses a 1/4 horsepower pump, 100 feet of airline and a single diffuser. It does only come with a ground-based poly cabinet, but it's a very good system. The EasyPro PA34 is very similar to the Kasco in the sense that it also uses a 1/4 horsepower pump, 100 feet of airline, and a single diffuser. It also has those types of cabinet options that the RA-1 does, and that is the no cabinet, post-mount cabinet, and ground cabinet. In terms of solar options, the American Aeration AA1 is a direct drive solar, and it has the same coverage of the RA-1 using a single diffuser. And then the Solaire 1.1 Plus is a full-time solar package that has similar coverage to the RA-1. So you can check any of those systems out, as well as the Kasco RA-1, at americanaeration.com. And if you have any questions on your pond aeration or any of these systems in general, be sure to reach out and get in touch. We're happy to help if we can. Hope you have a great day wherever you are.